Hello people, my name is Rage, and welcome one and all to my Synergy Lab, a facility dedicated to creating the most powerful, the most interesting, the most ridiculous synergy that Isaac has to offer, and then using it to obliterate all that stand before us. Sorry, I just had to get that evil laugh out of my system. I actually have a rare condition known as evilophitis, which basically means that if I don't evil laugh at least twice per day, I will actually explode into pure evilness. Now, granted, I don't know what exploding into pure evilness is like. I can only assume that crows dripping blood will plunge themselves out of my body in a kind of bitch type way, and that then I will sink into dark mist and float into the floor with an eerie ooh as I end up being absorbed into hell itself and high five the ferryman as I jog down the river Styx. Because I'll be honest, if I'm gonna go to hell, then I will goddamn go to Greek mythology hell, because that shit is more interesting than fire and brimstone. I mean, seriously, you can be a laundering wasp. You can be a laundering wasp, and I think that's a clue from myself to myself that I should stop talking about this before everybody stops watching this video. My apologies. Now, this doesn't happen often, all my regular viewers can confirm, but sometimes I tend to get a little bit tangential and distracted, but not often. So today, we are going to be focusing on Godhead, the divine spark, the beautiful aura of disintegration that we wept tears on the lost to unlock. Honestly, probably one of the best items in Isaac. Easily the top 3 and definitely the top 3 on my list. And I have to say that I am so happy with what I've come up with for the Godhead. I think it might just be my best one. Yeah, when I'd finished its glorious glory, I just sat back, rubbed my stomach. Why did I say that sentence so slowly? Oh god, the implication was horrible. I meant like in satisfaction, like, job. Do you guys not rub your stomach when you've done something well? Is that just me? I feel like, you know, like, yes. Like, you've just eaten a good meal and you're like, oh, I'm so full, and you give your stomach a rub. I'm gonna move on because I feel like I'm making myself seem very, very creepy to thousands of people on the internet, and I am very, very sorry. So, let's go get some more items on this holy train of power. Yes, indeed. This is gonna be really, really good. Oh, look, a completely empty room. I love that you can just get that. It's like it just has no business being here. Like, it's just, guys, can I play too? And they're like, fine, plain room. Go sit over there near the item room. So what we're gonna do for this is grab ourselves the car battery, grab ourselves the battery, and grab ourselves the sharp plug. Yes, this is definitely a unique one compared to the other Synergy Labs, though I do feel bad already for Isaac. He definitely looks like he's been captured and evilly experimented on, which as an evil scientist in a lab I can definitely get behind. And no, we are not going to be grabbing ourselves any of the extra shot items, but we will be getting an eye in the back of our head. Yes, we will. So I wonder how many of you will predict this. How many of you will get some divine inspiration and guess what's going on? Because, like, Godhead's a divine item, and then I said, like, a divine phrase. So by the laws of humor, you are now forced to laugh. Although thinking about it, imagine if you did actually have a condition where you had to evil laugh twice daily. That'd just be such a weird thing to be forced upon you. And I guess you could take it even weirder if you had a condition where you had to hop 3 times and then do a star jump twice a day. Because you could easily forget, right? Like, it's not like it's a compulsion. It's not like it comes over you. It's not like you're talking mid-sentence and then, sorry about that. Like, you know that you have to, and it's up to you to remember. And if you don't, well, there will be quite literally hell to pay, as we discussed. I think that would be cool if humanity is, well, maybe not cool, probably devastatingly awful, because people would constantly explode into darkness and forget, because I don't know about you guys, but I am one of the most forgetful people I know, and I know a lot of people. I, unfortunately, know a lot of people, because people scare me. And I forget everything. I really do. I forget what I did in the morning, in the evening. Never mind things that happen weeks and further back than that ago. It's kind of real. In fact, the only things that I tend to remember are the crushingly embarrassing, awkward situations I got myself into when I was younger that shaped me into the cripplingly nerdy adult that I am. But hey, we're doing okay. Nah, for real, I wouldn't change anything for the world. I absolutely love doing this, and I love entertaining you guys. It just brings so much joy in to my life, and honestly, I don't think I would rather do anything else other than make you guys smile as much as I can. It's what I love to do. So thank you guys for tolerating me. We're going to grab ourselves the milk. Yes, we are. How about that for a Synergy Lab item? And then we're going to get the box of friends. And for those of you that don't know, these two items have a very, 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 very interesting combination. But I'm not going to show you it yet. I'll leave you to guess, those of you that haven't seen it before. A lot of you will have done. But I want you to see if you can figure it out if you've not, as we create a scorched path through the caves here with our divine fury. Yes, indeed. It's a very unique synergy in terms of items that we'll be taking, because we're not even going to take soy milk libra, we're not going to take all the tiers and range and shot speeds up. It's very, very precise in what we're engineering here, which I think is good for Godhead. I think it does need precise engineering, because it's so easy to just accidentally end up, and not even really accidentally, because a lot of people probably like it, and rightly so, because it is cool, but you could just easily end up with room-sized aura that just covers the entire screen in Godhead aura, and yeah, that's awesome and powerful, as I said. I don't mind that, and a lot of people do like it, but I think we can do something a lot more better. Oh, goddamn. That's a sentence and a half, isn't it? A lot more better. You know, I'm going to take that just because I want the health, really. Okay, so before I in fact show you what's going on with this combination of items and space bars, we do need to go back to the shop, because I am feeling like an ice cream, and the reason I'm feeling like an ice cream is because I want me a wafer, like the wafer in an ice cream. Yeah. I had a point in my life where I actually really didn't like ice cream, so I used to order from ice cream vans. Can I have an ice cream without the ice cream? Because I effectively just wanted to eat a cone and a flake, which I feel like isn't that bad for the person in the ice cream van, because they're obviously still making money, and they actually save ice cream, so it's better for them. But you'll never really quite experience the sheer look of, what's wrong with you, as when you ask somebody for an ice cream without the ice cream. It's just, I think there's a special place reserved for that. So we are going to get a few tiers up. Nothing crazy. We'll just take these two and just get a pretty consistent cross stream going on. We also want ourselves a nice amount of health. And don't worry, I've not forgotten to show you the thing. I'm just waiting until we find ourselves in a better place to show you it. Yes, indeed. And for now, we could have the blubworm, which is kind of nice. And we could also have the pulse worm, which I do enjoy, because pulsing Godhead aura, well, there's just something very, very nice to it. There really, really is. So, what happens then when you use this item in conjunction with each other? Boom, boom, boom. And then I'll use this to recharge it, break the milk, and then one more for good measure. And then we have ourselves an unbelievably insane tier rate. Does that not already look pretty damn snazzy? But obviously, we've still got a long way to go, and obviously it only works in the room that we do it in. But obviously, again, wow, we really are experiencing the obvious here. That's actually the name of my biography, Experiencing the Obvious. What a weird coincidence. But as we have infinite health and all the items in the world, it's not really that much of a big deal to deliberately let ourselves charge it loads in every single room that we go into. Does suck that you can't use the sharp plug unless it's completely out of power. I definitely think that is a shame, but it's not the end of the world for us, so let's move on. Unless it is the end of the world, I really wouldn't know because I never open my blinds or curtains, so I never really look outside because daylight burns. So honestly, I genuinely think the apocalypse could be underway at any given moment, and I really would have no idea. So before we get on with this floor, I'm going to do a little bit of a prediction. I'm going to choose a random trinket. I've closed my eyes right now, and I'm going to walk into a trinket, and whichever one I get is going to be representative of the next week of my life, and I'm going to stop now. Oh no! Oh god, I got blind rage! Oh my god, my eyes! What are the chances? Oh my god, I'm gonna be in a horrific accident and end up blind! This was a terrible idea! Oh no! Why am I laughing? This is horrible news! Okay, alright, I need to do one for you guys. I'm gonna close my eyes again. And this is going to be representative of your next week. Oh, I hope you do better than me. I really hope you do better than me. And I'm going to open my eyes. Okay, so you're going to find yourself a floating dead head. How does that represent your next week? It's got to be symbolic, right? Unless you are actually going to get visited by a detached ghostly head, in which case that's pretty bad too. I mean, I still very much have the worst of it here with going literally blind, but still, we're going to grab ourselves a load of lookups. Yes, we are. So we have consistent crossfire. Would you look at that already? Looking pretty damn good. We'll go back to our wub, and then proceed until the next room. I probably shouldn't have messed up all of these trinkets, but that's fine. I can't believe I ended up in that kind of situation. Oh, that's just so unbelievably terrible. It really, really is. Okie dokie, so we need to get to the shop, because this is going to be the final trip to the shop, because we are very nearly done with items. So I do have another story for you guys about the cat, the same one I had a bath with last week, and still, I really don't secretly like bathing with cats, okay? I'm not into that. It was an accident. Without context, that's still going to sound very weird, but you know, whatever. So, the cat in question's developed a very, very strange habit. Yes, it has. And it's still a young kitten, so it's just even more amusing that it's done this. I should probably get the item I'm in here for before I completely lose track of myself into this story. So we're going to get ourselves Holy Light to have the occasional lovely, beautiful one, as I think is always a good decision. So now let us move on. Oh, wait, no, I forgot one. Sorry, my bad. I did indeed forget one, which is kind of weird considering we were just talking about decapitated ghosts. We are going to grab ourselves Spooky Spirit of the Night and end up with nice light-colored ghostly tears, so we don't get blocked in our lovely cross of Godhead by objects in the rooms. That's really what we want here. We'll have a quick stop at the item room, and right now, admittedly, you know, it doesn't look too crazy. It certainly looks good. I think we can all agree in that, but it doesn't look too ridiculous. But by the way, this is something I love. How awesome does Isaac look right now? This kind of lovely evil ghost with the horns and everything, but then these glowing angry blue eyes. Is that not some wicked sick yo fashion Isaac? Next up then, we want proptosis. Yes, we do. We want it to be slowly ending up a little a bit shorter, we do indeed. And then I guess we'll just grab this again for more health. I know technically we shouldn't grab things multiple times, though you could end up with a couple of double X PJ, so I guess it's not that bad. And then for now we are going to go back into the item room because I realized, what am I like? I left the house without my purse. God, what am I? I mean wallet. I don't have a deliciously pink leather purse that I would never go anywhere without. You're crazy. Absolutely crazy, darling. Okay. Hey, Cage. How you doing? The correct answer, of course, is dead. So, a quick have a look how this is going. Is this not amazing? Look at that. This pure square of power as everything pulses outwards and vibrates. Is that not just bloody beautiful? Is that not just bloody beautiful? We'll finish the synergy and then I will tell you the latest escapades of the cat. So we also want to get ourselves a wiggle worm and then we end up in quite a nice little setup. We're also going to add ourselves nails because we don't use nails enough. I think we do need more nails in our life. We're going to make them piercing nails. Now we would get magnetic nails, but it changes them back from nails, which kind of sucks. We're going to get Deadeye. Yes, we are. Lovely little beautifulness. You know I can't resist it. And we're not going to get Tiny Planet. I know you guys are a little bit sick of Tiny Planet-esque synergies. I mean, I still think they're awesome, and I think it's a unique interaction each time, but I can understand it, definitely. And we're going to move down into our item room, and we're going to pick up Cricket's body. Yes, we are. Look at that, all doing lovely, very much glowing and glorious and just downright beautiful at every single corner. Every single corner. Apologies for the sudden jump cut there, everyone. I kind of didn't even need to do that. In fact, this is kind of embarrassing. In further fact, you guys kind of need to congratulate me because I played myself. I thought I'd done the synergy wrong because my tears were just a little bit too big, and I thought I'd accidentally picked up some damage because this really needs to be finely tuned. If the tears get too big, it ruins the effect, you know. There's a point at which, alright, okay, that's just too silly. That's just too massive. Like, come on, nobody wants it that big. So I had to be really careful, and as it turns out, I just need to drop worm. Oh god, my brain today. It's just been one of those days. Forgetting my worms. What am I like? So here we are then, everyone. There is but one item I have left to pick up to finish this synergy as I get the most amount of nails going possible. I mean, look at this. Is it not just ridiculous? This beautiful shining star of Godhead aura. I mean, this is an attack that would definitely feel at home in an anime, wouldn't it? Oh, God. So, what are we gonna do with this? Well, first and foremost, I want to show you this with Ringworm, because, well, we're not gonna keep it. It's hilarious. Like, is that not amazing? Like, this nail blitz gun of just unholy fury. God, it's amazing. But it's a little bit too ridiculous for what we want. So we're going to drop all of our trinkets and get the final item. And this is not going to be completely obvious because we hardly ever get it. It's marked tears so that we may never stop firing our nails, and this really makes the synergy. This is now Ultimate Godhead. Are you ready? Because already you got to admit this is just a great freaking Godhead synergy, but then here we go. Is that not truly unbelievably just pure beauty? The nails perfectly shaped to form this lovely flowing arcing waves, and then it looks like a flowing Godhead shuriken in motion, like the shuriken is spinning through the air towards its target. And it's just so simple. We don't need a rainbow array of colors on the nails. We don't need any other fancy items to mess this up. Just pure spinning Godhead shuriken. It's just... oh, I love it. And the debris that it creates. And then we also have the ability to do a much closer one and actually just have Godhead nail coverage everywhere in waves. But by far and away, just this beautiful, flowing shuriken shape of Godhead. Is it not? Just, oh, I love it. 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 Oh, I do. And because we have Mark now, even me just walking around the room, like, look at the shape of the aura as it follows me round, pulsing. It's like almost a jellyfish flowing behind me. And as we do the different shapes, like an arrow of a holy pain as we go along, I just love it. And this is why we don't have the wub wub, because it just doesn't quite give us the same effect. It just really does not look as good. And then the cricket's head very much just adds this lovely sparking effect to wherever each nail ends up and just really emphasizes the flowing shuriken. Now, I would love to have magnetic tears, but it does overwrite the nails, so we kind of can't. So really, that's it. Not even going to get accuracy as power, because it just makes the tears too big. It's the same reason we wouldn't get something like the blood clot, because it makes some of the tears too big, and we don't need the color variation. So there we have it, everyone. There we have it. And the thing is, I'm not just doing the Box of Friends milk gimmick because it's a fun way to get loads of tears. There's no other way to do it. Getting normal tear ups can never get you to that level of fire rate. Getting Libra soy milk makes the tears too big and too powerful and still doesn't do that fire rate. Just plain soy milk does, but then obviously our tears are tiny and don't go far enough. So using the Box of Friends milk combination is the only way to get the beautiful shuriken of God into effect. I hope you like this one, guys. I hope I've done Godhead justice. I'm over the moon. I definitely think that this synergy is heavenly. Obvious jokes. Yes. Oh, good times. I'm excited, very, very excited to do the boss rush here. Yes, indeed. And oh, look, would you look at that? Health. I love health. I love health indeed. And here we go, everyone. Let's get the shuriken spinning, winding up in its glory. Here we go. So, as usual, guys, rate out of 10 on power, on visuals, on acquirability, on survivability, and your gut feeling of this synergy. I'm very much in love with it. I really am. I would love to ask it to marry me, but I can't quite get it to speak to me yet. Oh, gish! Finding the way to bring pain upon me. The only downside, of course, is, well, we could get this going in every room. It would be a big waste of health to do so. Like, what happens if we make it waggle left and right? Not quite as good, but still... Actually, no! The left and right waggle looks really good. Just the tentacle undulations of the final bit going mental. I'm a big fan of that. Just walking around with it, look at it. The frickin' flowing behind me. Oh, it looks like an alien creature that we just can't comprehend. And it's beautiful. So, to the cat story then, while we get ourselves to the hush. So the cat, who's called Damon, Cat Damon, yeah, I know, pretty good name, and he has developed a certain addiction. Yeah, it's getting pretty serious. He's actually developed an addiction. So he's had fleas recently, which kind of sucks. I mean, it's no one's fault. He got them from his mother before he came to live here, and his owners have been really good about it, and they've helped get rid of the fleas the best that they can for the rest of us, and it's cool. Nobody really blames them. Is there no actual way to get out out of here? Is this going to be a bugged floor setup? But basically, because he's had fleas, we've had to deflea him. And that's meant that he's been trapped in his room for ages until the fleas are gone, so he can't spread them to the rest of the house like he already kind of accidentally did. So while the rest of the house gets defleed as well, kind of sucks. But whatever, I don't mind. He's an adorable little cat. He can put fleas all over me any day. And because of this, we've put loads of flea powder on the floor. Now, flea powder has a fair amount of salt in it, and you may be wondering, why is that relevant? Well, the cat's addiction is not to something like catnip, which I guess you could understand, or some sort of food or anything. No, he's addicted to salt. He got caught the other day literally licking up the salt from the flea formula off the floor. Yeah. And every time we were like, stop, he'd go back and start licking the salt again. So this is a problem because obviously it's not good to consume gallons of salt. And it's led to him kind of being completely dehydrated and ill, the little moron of a cat. I mean, seriously, I love him and he's adorable, but he's made himself really ill from dehydration because he can't stop eating salt because he's just developed a really weird taste for it. Like, how does that happen? Salt is not fun to just eat. And it's not just the flea powder salt, no. He found an actual salt shaker on a desk, deliberately poured it onto the floor so it broke open, and was just then licking up an actual pile of salt. Like may as well be doing freaking snow angels in the salt. He is basically the cat poster for salt. Not even once. It's just unreal. And then also, when we took that away, Danny has got a piercing in her ear recently, and she has to clean it with salt water, and we caught him constantly sneaking into the bathroom where the bowl of salt water is and lapping up the salt water. And it's like, what is wrong with you, kitty cat? I don't understand. So he's just like really cripplingly ill and withdrawing from salt addiction. It's just hilarious, but also really sad, don't get me wrong. It's like, why? How's this even happen? What are the chances? I don't even know why I'm checking. I just kind of like to know scythes. I don't mind scythes. Oh, God. But admittedly, that is one of the reasons I love this, because it's using a couple items we don't normally see in the lab. Oh, that's a good amount of damage. So how is the shuriken going to deal with the hush? Admittedly pretty good. That's not bad at all as we move around him with this glowing fury. Oh, God. That is satisfying to say the least, is it not? That is satisfying to say the least. Come on, Hush, you can do it. Come back to me. Get annihilated by the fury of the heavens themselves. So now every time I walk past the room that the cat is quarantined in, I do like to go, Damon, salt. And obviously as a cat he doesn't understand human, but he gets excited that someone's speaking, so he just meows back, and I like to imagine he's just going, oh, you got any? You got any? I want some salt, And I'm just gonna have really underhanded table dealings with this cat, exchanging catnip for salt in an underground salt rink. I think that is pretty much just perfect, if I'm honest with you. Kinda should get a little bit of health, but I don't want to, because it involves getting something that gives me damage up, so I guess for now I'll just accept this. I think that's the best way to do, because I really don't need to use the sharp plug anymore, because we get to the tiers that we need with just a couple presses, which we do have a couple presses because of the rest of our battery items. Hell, even in the rooms where we don't have ridiculous tiers, this still is very, very much fun to use, but nowhere near as good. I'd say it's Seed of the Week level without the battery combination, but can you imagine the chances of finding this in an actual run? It's gotta be so minuscule. I can't believe I'm actually getting a tinted rock in Synergy Lab, but I kind of need to. But yeah, a cat with an addiction to salt. Is that not really something else? Oh, God. I imagine he is feeling pretty salty that he's not allowed anymore. Oh! Shuriken in the face, Isaac. Shuriken in the face. To the chest we go. to the chest we go. Because I'm always terrified when I tackle really big, important items in Synergy Lab. Because I really always want to do them justice. Because I'd feel bad if I didn't. Okie doke. Let's go find ourselves a blue baby. I do like synergies that just let me walk across a room and kind of just ignore the enemies in them. And then everything is just fine. It's a very, very enjoyable experience. Up we go. Goodbye, death. And I think it is going to be quite apt that this holy shuriken is going to be killing Mega Satan. I think that's the way he'd want to go. I also think it's the way the creator of Godhead would want it to go. Although technically you could argue that the Lost made Godhead, which has some interesting lore implications, but at the same time I think I'm maybe looking into things a little bit too much there. Ain't that right, blue baby? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, God. Spinning the mark when we don't have all the tiers, definitely. In fact, let's have a look how it looks without the tier increase. Not quite the same. You can kind of get the image. It's just nowhere near as profound and powerful. Ooh, the body. I guess I might as well take that, right not? There needs to... Right not? Yes, right not. There needs to be a frickin' transformation for getting body, soul, and mind. And it's perfect, right? It's easy. It names itself. If you get body, soul, and mind, you should get the enlightened transformation. And you definitely get flight with that, I would say. I think it should also give you the wafer effect, so you take reduced damage. And I think it should just really intensify the pushback effect. Like, you're like, you cannot get to me or interfere with me, for I am enlightened. You know, I think the enlightened would be a great transformation for that. Okay, let's dance, mother trucker. Go! Light shuriken no jutsu! Oh, I love it. 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 I bet I'm not even going to have to move, am I? I genuinely think I'm not even going to have to move. And what I like is that the homing tiers of Godhead don't even really interfere with the pattern that much. They are still very, very much there. Oh, looks like somebody's a little bit dead. That's such a shame. And there I was thinking that maybe he'd actually survive. Honestly, maybe it doesn't even need Holy Light Shot. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it could just stay pure. And goodbye to you, Mega Satan. Goodbye. So there you go, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed that. If you did, it would mean the world to me if you could share it around and help Synergy Lab grow and become an awesome thing. And obviously, hitting that 1,000 like target means the world to me, despite, again, how much I hate asking for it. But yeah, keep being awesome, everyone. And I'll see you next time. My name's been Rage. Goodbye.